All right, welcome back to video number 5, guitar lesson number 5. So far, let's kind of recap where we've been. So we talked about the parts of the guitar. Hopefully you remember those things. If not, go back and watch it again. We talked a little bit about tuning the guitar. I just posted a video on using a digital tuner. And the first one I did tuning by ear, so it's kind of good to do both. And we talked a little bit about how you hold a pick and down strokes and up strokes with a pick when you make contact with the string. Right? So we talked about going, from string to string. And it's good to practice that because what you're going to do is you're going to train your brain and your muscle memory to get to feel the distance between the two strings, any two strings. And then we're going to do up strokes, and we're going to start from the bottom. See what I mean here when I'm talking about an up stroke? Like I'm getting the pick on the bottom part of the string and picking upwards, okay? Picking this way, think like you're scooping something out with a shovel or a fork, which we all are familiar with, or you're going down like this, downstrokes. So it's important to be able to do both, okay? So downstroke, upstroke, and then just take one string at a time and do a downstroke and an upstroke on the same string. Notice how I'm just using the very kind of tip of the pick. I'm not trying to get half the pick, digging into the string. I have better control when I'm just using the tip of it. So it's kind of, how you hold the pick will, it'll facilitate that for you. So hold it like such, and that's just. And as you get more muscle memory and you build that up, you'll pick up the speed. Don't worry about speed right now. When you're learning an instrument, the key is take it slow. Go really slow with it and develop a nice, solid technique to every little thing that you do. It's what separates the good guitar players from those who are not so good is the people that really put the time in to refine all the little details in their playing. All right, I've heard players that can play really fast, but they're sloppy as crap, and they sound like garbage. Yes, they do. So if you're one of them players, slow down, man. Define who you are as a player first. Build that technique and that nuance, and get all those little details down. This is not an Olympic race, okay? It's not to see who can play the fastest. It's about who can play the cleanest and get the sweetest sound out of their guitar, okay? So here's one thing I'd like you to do. Now that we've done the upstroke and downstroke exercises, keep doing those, okay? Every time you pick the guitar up, do those. This time, just do this. Strum the guitar slowly. So I basically just drug the pick across the strings in a downward fashion on all the strings. Notice how I'm kind of playing like an open chord. But I'm not hitting all the strings at one time. Now if I go like that, then yeah, I'm kind of hitting them all pretty close to the same time. Okay, but it's good just to do this. So what am I doing with this? One, I'm teaching you how to develop touch. Your touch with the pick is going to build dynamic into your playing. There's times when you want to play soft. That's touch right there, okay? Okay, so I dug into the strings a little harder that time. I started off soft, but then I started digging in. And that's developing touch. So you're doing that when you do this exercise. Just develop a soft touch before anything else. Right? And then go backwards, go up. Upstroke all of the strings. So these are bite-sized videos. I'm going to cut it off here. Go work on this and then come back for the next video. But keep practicing these things as we go along, and you'll find that you're going to advance a lot faster than you ever dreamed you could if you'll just go by this formula. I promise you it works, and you'll actually like really be excited about where you've come in just a few weeks by practicing these little details. Because once you do start learning chords, you'll also have a little dynamic that you've already learned, and you play the chords with dynamic and touch, and it'll put a smile on your face, I promise. So get to practice.